Brendan from techbuzzireland. Today we've got the Boom MEZZO, an intelligent camera for superior meetings and Boom collaboration. So we haven't had the Boom before, the equipment before. You're on your way to better, simpler meetings, general enough, general information, power supply, details, Boom collaboration address, and I suppose in essence what most people will be looking for is the specs on the particular unit, and obviously the first thing catches your attention is the Ultra HD 4K 30 frames per second wide angle lens, quite good as well, which is quite good because it ties in with the 110 field, ties in with the 10 by piece. He said the one thing to be aware of just on the 10 is it's actually a digital zoom, so the electronic pan-tilt zoom will actually tie in with the wide angle lens as in comparison to auto framing is another interesting part, simply because a lot of people mention the word AI. What does it really mean? Does it mean does it anything really do? So in a bit we'll actually go through and give you some examples of that. USB 3, obviously good technology. Plug and play, very good because you don't have to download, just basically plug it into USB into your laptop, for example, straight on example a Teams call, which is quite good, and that gives you some kind of an overview of what you're actually getting there. It is actually Zoom certified, and Zoom, Teams, WebEx, Meet, BlueJeans, GoToMeeting, Skype, and they're the main ones is actually that people would mostly use for collaboration. But I suppose in essence, what are you really getting there at the moment? I suppose the first thing probably people will actually notice is the camera, and to put a bit of perspective in this, it does come with a user's manual, so you get an idea to say what's actually going on. And regarding the features itself, it's kind of clear. It doesn't take too much to figure out what it's actually got in terms of the lenses there at the moment. Microphones here, microphones on the other side there, and a light to say it's actually recording there. So that gives you kind of an over idea there itself. Obviously it gives you a bracket, a standard bracket there at the moment, and that will actually screw into your optional bracket, screw into your standardized version. So in essence, this is the way the camera actually comes in. So it just plugs in USB cable. Comes with a nice USB 3-meter cable. Not crazy on the cable itself, quality perfect, no issues, just proprietary cable lead at the moment. I do like to see the likes of the USB-C, which is standardized in everything. As far as connection technology wise, plug it there, plug and play, that plugs in directly there. The USB goes directly into your laptop, for example, and that's just basically the way it works. What it also comes with, which is quite good, is a remote control. Within the remote control, you get, it looks like standard enough remote control. You get on the top there at the moment, you get 4 different cameras, so you can collect 4 different cameras there at the moment. You can actually configure PTZ, so if you have it set in example a boardroom, you can decide where you actually want it there at the moment. You can toggle auto to off manual, and I will be doing that fairly soon later on in this to give you an idea. The zoom, obviously zoom in, zoom out, etc. on those type things there. You can adjust the backlight, connections in the back, pan, tilt and zoom. You can give an idea around here, and we'll give you to, and these are customizable buttons, so you have other options you can customize, and that's the remote control. So that comes actually in the box itself. So in essence what you're really getting is you're getting the main camera there and the cable, and we'll set this up. The one thing it doesn't say in the box, which is really good, it comes with a 3-year warranty and a 2-year optional Boom warranty. So that could in theory mean a 5-year warranty for this particular product. Straight away, my first impressions have to be very good on that. Anybody that's prepared to give a 5-year warranty on one of their products, comes with a 3, you get a 2-year optional. But that gives a lot of confidence to me, because a lot of things are going to be outdated software, a lot of other areas where technology is not built to last some other equipment. That's a real positive. So we set this up and see how it runs. As part of our testing, we've it now set up, and in essence what we've actually done is we've connected this camera directly to this particular monitor, so you can see, so the output is going into the other, and this particular monitor is from a standard laptop. No main adjustments have been made, so both of these are details. We have turned on the transcript just to give us an idea what's coming up, and this will explain in a few moments. So in essence, this is what you typically get if you were sitting looking at the In front of this particular camera, you'd be getting your colleagues' thing. At the other end, this is what they would be getting, and this call has been recorded for today on this. Point being is, when you look at the two pictures, obviously the quality here is just a little bit better, and you can see, and you will get an idea. But we'll go through a few more details to clarify on the quality itself. I haven't really made many adjustment settings. As part of the testing, we won't notice too much straight away because it's very much on the default, and this is where the MEZZO stands out, because when you look at a normal picture you realize not a huge difference from straight away, but then we actually go into the picture itself, and I'm just going to go into the zoom, and obviously using the remote I can actually change the remote there and zoom it. So the remote's been changed just to zoom, and this gives you an idea so we can quite clearly see what's actually doing. So in essence, any camera can have the zoom, and we have this in a very manual there at the moment. So we'll just go back out of here, and it's fairly responsive. And what we can also do is go left or right as you do, and up and down, and there. What we're now going to do is just test the auto framing. So I'm just going to change this to auto. So the auto, what it's actually going to do now is going to realize I'm a human, and it's going to track me around the place. So it's picking me up, and if you notice on the typical camera, which is on your right, I'm not actually being focused in properly, but I'm going to use a bit of help here. We've actually asked now to pop his head in here, and he's going to stand in the background. What you'll see is it's picking up two of us here. It knows that it's two humans here. What we can also do is we can put a little bit of help in to see other areas, and see how it'll pick it up. Straight away, I'm coming over and it's picking up myself here. So it's zooming in on me straight away, so it's got a good idea I'm coming. Trying to trick it. Put on the face and see what it'll actually do. And it's getting an idea. I'm going to walk forward just to see what it's actually doing. So it's actually kind of going, checking what the story is. Putting it now back up again. People have said, what about the audio? So as the audio is concerned, I'm actually going to just focus a lot more about down here and picking up the details. Number one, Alexa is probably 4 meters away. Alexa, what is the weather in New Zealand today?
In Wellington, New Zealand, it's 12 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect clouds with a chance of showers, with a high of 13 degrees and a low of 7 degrees.
What I've just done is I've picked up the details directly from Alexa, which is about 4 meters away. In essence, what you're saying is, if that was on my normal laptop, I would not pick it up. And if it did pick it up, it certainly wouldn't be able to translate it on the transcript. In essence, what it's doing is, two microphones here on the particular camera itself is actually picking the details up, and it's just transcribing it. It's one thing to hear it, but it's another thing to actually pick it up, translate it into text. And when I ask it a question at 4 meters away in a boardroom, for example, the technology can pick up somebody on a call, which is good to show that from a technology point of view, this actually works very well. If I was using my normal laptop, for example, I would not be able to pick up those details. It would not be able to chop and change. It would be breaking up, and it would lose most of my actually wording, to say the least. Alexa, what's the weather in Sydney today?
Currently, in Sydney, Australia, it's 19 degrees Celsius with intermittent clouds. Today, you can expect lots of sun, with a high of 30 degrees and a low of 14 degrees.
What we can see is it's picking it up very, very clearly, very concise. So the microphones are showing it's actually working very, very well, and that's really good. Because often what you do is once you get a few foot away, and 4 meters for a room here, I have tried a little bit further, but that seems an optimal range for having a meeting kind of different people coming going. The auto functionalities with the menu, you can use more functions in the menu itself. It has more features there, but for the basics is the auto and the manual. And when you have it on the auto, it'll actually pick the 2 people there. So when I walk to the end of the room, the screen on my typical laptop on my right, that picture will just stay the exact same. So again, as I move, it has frame to pull both of us in, whereas my normal laptop is just seeing me there and has no idea of anybody else in the picture. And it's just slowly moving in as I move. And again, we can see it moving, but it's not shuddering, so it's not jumping around very quickly. And as I get very close to my original camera, would not pick up my face, it would have lost my face. The boom has actually adjusted in, picked up, decided on there, but also got Niall in the background. So it's kind of trying to focus with Niall in the background to get him in also. If I cover him completely, it'll go in and out to try and get me back into this particular frame coming through. So that's the boom MEZZO. We have used some of their products before. We have a good idea of the things there. What I really love in this is the 3-year warranty plus the 2, which gives us 5. Setup, no technology. No technology details are required. It just picks it up very, very clearly. And it picks it up very, very clearly there, which is good. It's exactly what we want. Specifications, as we've given it, Ultra HD 4K, wide angle lens, auto framing, electronic PTZ, USB 3, plug and play. Lots of nice features there at the moment is there. Good solid product, very simple to set up, connects in, and I love the AI as in the auto framing, the moving around, which is quite movable, quite moves nice and gently, doesn't shudder, doesn't kind of go. Big difference between that to my traditional camera, which actually is just in a stationary position. When I zoomed in on the other picture here at the moment, as far as there's concerned, it did cop the difference between different, if it's a human and for example a dog, it was able to pick those details up as well. Nice product from Boom Collaboration, and thank you for watching Tech Buzz Ireland.